Links to previous episodes are given in the video description, so don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video. A Luna's Journey from Servitude to Strength. Episode 13. Chapter 92. Catalina's POV. The water is warm and clear. I am floating on my stomach looking down at a school of fish with a snorkel mask on and a pair of flippers. I feel the warm sun above. I see Andrew diving in to get a closer look. Out of the corner of my eye, I see two large sea turtles swimming past us. It's so amazing how clear that water is. I can see everything going on around me. Look at all these fish. Andrew mind links me. A school of blue and yellow fish are everywhere. Andrew, look, sea turtles. I point to where the sea turtles are. Then I feel something move me. I wake up and see Andrew in front on me. Wake up, my love, we have landed, he says. I stretch and see we are in the bed on the plane. I was having a dream about our honeymoon, I say. Andrew laughs. We just left and you already want to go back. It was when we went snorkeling. Oh, that was fun. That water is so clear down there. We definitely have to go back. We get off the bed and head towards the exit. When I step out of the plane, I know we are not on the island anymore. It is so cold outside. I wrap my coat around me tighter. I get in the car as fast as possible and Andrew is right behind me. I was not ready for the cold. Let's go back to the island, I say and wrap myself around Andrew's arm. Oh, I wish we could run away forever, but that's not possible, he says, kissing the top of my head. We drive to the pack house and get out. Welcome back, hi Alpha, Alpha, Dan says. Thank you, Dan. It's good to be back, I say. Look at you lying. Already the politician. I hear Andrew in my mind link. I roll my eyes and head inside for warmth. We head to the elevators and up to our apartment. So do you want to get right to it or wait a bit? Andrew asks. I'm going to call Rachel and jet up here and gather everyone for my announcement. I want to get this done. It's waited long enough, I say. Jet, can you meet me in my apartment? I mind link him. Sure, I'll be right up, he replies. Rachel, can you meet me in my apartment? I hear a squeal. Sure thing, she finally replies. Great, they are coming. I drop down on the sofa and under a blanket as I wait for them to arrive. No surprise, Rachel bursts through the door first with excitement. Lena! It's so good to see you back. How was it? Did you have plenty of X? Andrew clears his throat from the bedroom. I knew you were here. Baby has enhanced my senses and I could smell you. You two needed more X. Does everyone know now? I ask about the baby. Yes, the cat is out of the bag, which by the way is a weird saying. Jet walks through the door and joins us. Hey Jet! Thanks for coming. So I really brought you guys here because I need to make a few announcements and I need you to gather everyone for me. They both nod in agreement. I need Eric, Raymond, Flora, Sarah, Murphy, both of you, you two, Andrew, and David. I say. Okay, when do you want to do this? Rachel asks. As soon as possible, I tell them. All right, we should be able to hold it in a few hours. Alpha David is the only one who needs to come in. Rachel says. Is Eric still here? I ask. Yes, Councilman Eric has not left yet. Rachel adds. All right. Let's meet in the smaller hall. I say. Sure thing. But then we'll talk about your honeymoon. Rachel teases. They both leave the apartment and Andrew comes out of the bedroom. Are you sure about this? He asks. During our honeymoon I told Andrew of all my plans. Yes, I think it's time. Don't you? I ask. I do. I'm a little nervous. But also excited. It's like a new chapter is starting. A fresh slate. Well, it will be after the meeting. Let's get unpacked and go check on the pack. It should be time for the meeting after that. Andrew adds. I get up from the couch and head into the bedroom with Andrew. I unpack all my dirty clothes into the hamper. I unpack all my toiletries into the bathroom. And that was it. I jump on the bed as I wait for Andrew to finish up. Oh, I have missed my bed actually. I stretch myself over the bed and breathe in the scent of the freshly cleaned sheets. Are you going to take a nap? Andrew teases. No, I just missed our bed. I say. Andrew holds out a hand for me and helps me out of bed. You all done? I ask. Yep, let's go check in with my dad. Andrew says. We head out of the apartment and down to his office. We enter and see Raymond sitting behind the desk. Well, if it isn't the two lovebirds. Welcome back. Raymond says as he gets up and hugs me. Thanks, Dad. How was everything here? Andrew asks. Pretty quiet lately. It's actually been pretty quiet since the war. Everyone is in great spirits since the victory. Raymond says. Even with the rogues? Yes, surprisingly. There hasn't been a rogue attack since before the war. Any sightings of rogues? I ask. Actually no. Nothing. He says. That's strange, isn't it? I ask. Yes, very. But what can we do about it? Andrew asks. Good question, what can we do? I have an idea. I will be right back. I say and rush out of the office. I take the elevator back up to the apartment and hurry to the bedroom. I grab the opal rock and hold it under the faucet. I turn the water on and wait. Secret rendezvous in the bathroom. How exciting! I hear Doas' voice. Where are you? I ask. Here. Has standing right next to me and I turn off the water and back away from him. Don't do that. I say. Sorry. Does my closeness make you uncomfortable? He asks, taking a step towards me. That's not it. Just don't. I say, trying to sound firm. Whatever you wish, High Alpha. He bows dramatically. I huff and walk into the living room. So why have you summoned me, if not for a rendezvous? What is happening with the rogues? I ask. Oh, so you wish to solve the world's problems now? Have you had enough me time? He teases. What? It wasn't me time. And don't patronize me. Rude. I will stop patronizing you when you stop doing it to yourself. He says. What are you talking about? This life, Catalina. Your life could be so much more than this. Why limit yourself? He takes a step towards me. You mean a life with you? Yes, but it doesn't have to be. He take another step closer to me. And why on earth would I trust you? You are the god of tricks and deception. So that's what you think of me? He says quietly and takes a step back. It's the only thing I know about you. I say almost as a whisper. The rogues were hit hard during the war. There were battles all over the world when Zeus came after you. The rogues weren't prepared for it. Doas says flatly. Where are they? I ask. They are in hiding. They will be in hiding until they get their numbers back. Are you protecting them? Rogues aren't all bad. Some have had poor leaders or were thrown out for no reason. He says. I fully believe that too. Do they have a leader? Someone I could talk to? I ask. They have someone. But I'd have to convince him. I have to go to council training. How long? Several months. Well, that can give me enough time. I will work on them until you come back. Thank you, Doas. It was the first time I really said his name. I turned to head out of the apartment. Catalina. Doas says. I turn around. Don't believe everything you hear. Make your own judgments. Oh. And congratulations. He says. On what? I ask, but he's gone. I turn back around and head for Andrew's office. I walk in and Raymond and Andrew are going over some financial thing. So I found something out about the rogues. I say. They both look at me. They were hit hard in the war and they are in hiding from their low numbers. I want to speak to their leader. I say. How do you know this? What leader? Andrew asks. I can't tell you yet. And I don't know. But it will wait until I get back. I say. Back? From where? Raymond asks. Oh right, my meeting. I'll let you know in the meeting. Is it time? I ask. Yeah, let's head down. Raymond, Andrew, and I head down to the hall. We enter the hall and Jet, Poppy, Rachel, Murphy, Sarah, Eric, and Flora were all there. Alpha David should be here soon. Gamma Lucas, can you bring Julie and Yuri to the small hall room? I mind link him. Yes, hi Alpha. He responds. We all greet each other as we wait for the others' arrival. David comes in a few moments later with a girl by his side. Lena, this is my mate Reagan. David introduces the girl standing next to him. She bows a little too much and looks very nervous. It's so nice to meet you. I say and pull her into a hug. She is stiff at first but loosens quickly. She has beautiful chestnut hair and pale skin with some freckles. So what is this meeting all about? David asks. Let's get it started. I say. I walk over to the small platform and stand so everyone can see me. Thank you everyone for coming on such short notice. The doors to the hall open and 4 guards bring in Yuri and Julie. I see a lot of concerned faces as they are brought forward. I have a few announcements that are long overdue, but first I wanted to let everyone know I will be leaving for several months and heading to the Citadel for council training. When will you be leaving? Rachel asks. Tomorrow. I say and hear a few moans. Ah, they will miss me. I smile. I will be back. I say. And I need to make a decision about Redstone Pack. I cannot be the Alpha and High Alpha and Luna. So I am appointing Jet as the new Alpha. I would like to suggest Sarah as your Beta, but I will leave the decision up to you. I bow slightly to Jet and he bows back. I hear Poppy squeal with excitement, I'm sure as her new position as Luna. Now finally for Yuri and Julie. Yuri, your actions towards me my whole life were beyond unacceptable. Your attempt on my life will not go unpunished. I Catalina Lake, sentence you to death. There were a few murmurs but everyone seemed to agree with my ruling. Now Julie. Julie, your actions against me could have not only cost me my life, but the life of everyone here, of every werewolf in the world. You are clearly a danger to all the people in this pack. However, the time you have spent in prison and the connection we have as family causes me to show you mercy. I Catalina Lake strip you of your name and banish you from this pack. I hear Flora stifle a cry. I see tears running down Julie's face. I nod at Gamma Lucas and the guards take them away. I turn back to everyone. I hope you all understand my decisions. I don't. Yells Murphy. Which surprises me. I look at him confused. You are leaving me with a pregnant Rachel. You know what she's like when she's not pregnant? Rachel slaps him on the shoulder. Ouch, see. Come on Lena, don't do this to me. Murphy begs. I just roll my eyes. I'm so glad you will be joining us at the Citadel. It is very large and full of knowledge. I can't wait to show you everything. Eric says. I'm really excited to see everything too. I say. Why don't we all have dinner together? Since it's Lena's last night here. Flora suggests. I think that's a great idea. Raymond says. We all head up to the Alpha dining area, which we never really use. The Alpha dining area is typically where the Alpha and his family would eat away from the rest of the pack. Andrew told me they stopped using it after he and his sister grew up. They set up a long table and we all sat down and ate together. I shared stories from the honeymoon of snorkeling and parasailing. Rachel gave baby updates. Jed talked about ideas for his new pack. Eric explained some of the training I will be going through. It felt like everyone was ready for the next chapters of their lives. I can't wait to see what our lives have in store for us. Catalina's POV. I wake up the next morning excited and nervous. I am sad to leave Andrew, and everyone behind, but I know I need to do this. I'm actually very interested in learning about the different packs and laws. I open my eyes and already feel so awake with energy. Andrew was still sleeping. It's been so long since I've worked out. Maybe I'll go for a run in the workout room. I get out of bed and put on some workout clothes. I really need to try and make this a part of my day. I grab a water bottle and go to the workout room. I turn on the treadmill and start running. At first it's really nice to get back into it. But after a while my stomach starts to feel funny. I turn off the treadmill to catch my breath. Suddenly I had the urge to throw up. I rush over to the trash can and throw up. I guess not working out for a few months and then just jumping into it was a bad idea. I need to ease back into it. I rinse my mouth out with my water and spit it into the trash can. I head back to the apartment to shower and brush my teeth. Andrew is still sleeping when I sneak back into the bedroom. I sneak into the bathroom and brush my teeth first. I get undressed and hop in the shower. I wash everything and feel a lot better. I get out of the shower and grab my favorite robe and wrap myself up. I'm going to miss this place. I get out of the bathroom and finally Andrew is awake. Finally. I thought you were going to sleep all morning. I say, drying my hair. It's only 9. How long have you been up? He asks in his morning husky voice. Well, I went for a run and showered. So however long that takes. I say, grabbing some clothes from my dresser. Well, you sure have a lot of energy. Andrew says, sitting up. I'm excited. A new chapter in life for everyone. I'm excited to learn about all the pacts and the laws. I feel like for the first time since we've met, I have a clean slate. No obstacles in our way of being together. I say, getting dressed. Yeah, just a whole ocean. It's only for a few months. And we'll call each other every day and you will visit me. This is just a speed bump. I wrap my arms around Andrew's neck. I love you. I add. I love you too. He leans in and kisses me. You should pack. I'll get us some breakfast. How much should I pack? I've never packed for such a long trip. For a few weeks, I'm sure they have a washing machine there. He teases. Andrew grabs 2 suitcases and puts them on the bed. I open one up and start packing some outfits. What's the weather like there? Should I pack anything fancy? Maybe I need some help from a professional. Rachel. I mind link. Hey Lena, what's going on? She asks. I need help. I have to pack and I'm not sure what to bring. Haha, no worries. I'll be over soon. She says. Okay, well, I can pack some things I know for sure I will need, like underwear. I pack some underwear and some bras. I know I'll need some pajamas, so I pack a few pairs. Then I hear the door open. Rachel, is that you? I shout from the bedroom. Yup. I brought muffins. She shouts back. Great. Bring me one and get in here, I'm lost. Rachel comes through the doorway laughing. Well, I'm here to help. She hands me the muffin and a coffee. I crawl on my bed and eat it carefully so I don't get any crumbs in the bed. Rachel looks over what I've packed so far. Okay, good start. So from what I heard last night, you will be doing a lot of studying and will need comfy clothes for that. She opens a drawer and pulls out some leggings and long shirts. She grabs some jeans and some shorts. Just in case. She says. I think you might do some physical training too, so let's pack some workout clothes. Rachel says. She packs a few workout outfits. Now, you should have some nice clothing options, just in case you need them. She heads to my closet and I hear her pick a few items. She comes out with 4 dresses. Alright, that is your basic stuff. Now let's add some fun options and you will be done with clothes. Do you only have 2 suitcases? I'm only bringing 2 suitcases and 1 bag. It all has to fit. I say firmly. Fine, All your toiletries will go into the bag. We haven't even talked shoes yet. Maybe this was a mistake. Rachel and I spend the next hour packing. Finally we're done. I collapse on the bed. Rachel sits next to me. Finally. I say. You should have planned more in advance. Rachel says. I just want to get this over with so I can come back. I say. I'm really going to miss you, girl. Rachel says. I sit up and wrap my arm around her shoulder. I'm going to miss you too. I squeeze her. But let me tell you what I'm not going to miss. That baby being born. I will be back for that, for sure. I say. Rachel smiles and rubs her still small belly. You better not. I need my best friend there. Murphy won't be much help until it starts eating solid food. She giggles. I'm just joking. Murphy will be a great dad. He's so excited to see if it's a boy or girl. She adds. I hope it's a girl. Then we can have all the girl nights together. I say. One day. Rachel adds softly. When do you leave? She asks. Soon. How soon? Now. Andrew says, walking into the bedroom. What now? Like right now? Rachel stands, almost panicking. It's okay. I'll be back, Rachel. And I'll call. I just got you back. I feel like you are always leaving me. She says with tears in her eyes. Don't you start crying. If you cry then I'll cry. I can't help it. The hormones. She manages to get out before the tears roll down her face. Andrew grabs the bags off the bed and takes them out of the room. Rachel pulls me into a tight hug. It won't be the same with you gone. I miss you already. I'll call you tomorrow. You'll see, it will be fine. I say. Rachel, let's go. I'll talk to you tomorrow. She says and lets go of me. She smiles and walks out of the room. I grab my last bag and head into the living room. I'm surprised to see Jet and Poppy there. Hey guys, what's up? I say. I wanted to say bye before you left. We'll be in Redstone starting tomorrow. Jet trails off. Could you guys give us 1 minute? I say to Poppy and Andrew. Andrew huffs but picks up my bags and they walk out the door. I'm going to miss you. Jet says after they leave. I'm going to miss you too. But I'll be back and I'll definitely check on you. It won't be the same. After today, I don't think anything will be the same. But it's good. I'm looking forward to see what life brings us all. I say. I bring Jet into a hug. You were the best, Beta Jethro. I say. Hey. Jet pulls away. Did you think I forgot? I giggle. I was hoping. Not in your life. Come on. Andrew is waiting. We head out the door and Jet and Poppy head out first. So it's just you and me. Andrew says. This is not the goodbye I wanted. We head down the elevator pretty quiet. We get down to the lobby and into the car, still quiet. I can't put this off forever. In the car I'm staring out the window as he's sitting next to me. I'm really going to miss it here. I'm going to miss you. I say. Are you sure you don't want me to come with you? My dad. Your dad is retired. But he's taken care of this pack more in the last year than you have. You need to stay. I need to go. And besides, you would just be a distraction for me. How could I study with my handsome husband waiting for me in bed? I tease. I'm going to visit as much as I can. He says. The car has pulled up to the plane. We get out and they load my bags onto the plane. Eric is already there waiting for me. I don't want to say goodbye. I say at the foot of the steps to the plane. Then we won't. We'll just say I'll see you later, because we will. Andrew hugs me tight. I love you, Catalina. I love you, Andrew. I pull back and kiss him. Andrew cups my face and kisses me back. The kiss is sweet and soft. Andrew places his forehead on mine and sighs. You better go before I put you back in that car and take you back home. He says. He kisses my forehead and takes a step back. I take a deep breath and board the plane. I take a seat and look out the window at Andrew standing by the car. Time will fly by and before you know it, you'll be back. Eric says, trying to comfort me. I watch as the plane pulls away and heads for the runway. I turn around in my seat as soon as I can't see Andrew anymore. It's going to be all right. It's just a few months. But it feels like my heart is being ripped out of my chest. The plane takes off and Eric tells me a little of what to expect. The Citadel is located on an island off the main continent. Eric tells me only those invited are allowed on the island and is protected by powerful magic. Who spelled it? I ask. Don't worry, you will learn all of that when we get there. He laughs. The time actually goes by pretty quickly with Eric and I talking. We're about 10 minutes away. Eric says. I turn to look out the window to see if I could see anything. But all I see is blue ocean. We're still a bit too far to see it. It should be soon though. Eric says. I prop my chin on the back of my hand and waiting looking out the window. After a few minutes I see something coming into view. Is that it? I ask Eric. I feel like a kid going to an amusement park. Yes, that's it. We will circle the island before we land so you will see all of it. He says. We get closer and I can start making out some tall buildings, one is taller than the rest. This building is tall and covered in glass and has a sort of shell shape to it. What building is that? I ask. That is the sanctum. It is where you will be training and living. He says. Wow, it's so tall. How many people live on this island? I ask. Oh, a few thousand. I don't know the actual number. Do all the councilmen live here? I ask. Not all. Jason and Ryan are young and still active in their packs. Typically when a councilman reaches a certain age they move to the Citadel, but stop trying to learn everything right now. You will know everything you want in time. He teases. The plane lands and we get up to leave, but for some reason I feel a bit dizzy and sit back down. Are you okay, Catalina? Eric asks. I think I stood up too fast. I felt a bit dizzy. I say. I stand up again and this time I'm fine. I'm fine. We can go. I say. We get out of the plane and there is a large car waiting for us. The driver bows to us and opens our doors. I still haven't gotten used to the bowing. The car drives us through the city. This city is very different than back home. Somehow this city is built in with the trees and plants around it. The roads are above the treetops and the buildings have plants and trees growing from them. I haven't seen so much green in a city in my whole life. We pull up to the sanctum and the door is opened for me. I will show you to your room and we can toast to your arrival, Eric says as he enters the building. I hurry to catch up. The lobby of the building doesn't have many people in it. A young woman was sitting behind a desk and two large men stood by the elevators. Eric walks to the elevators and the doors open. What about my bags? I ask. They will bring them up. He pushes the top button and the elevator goes up, and up, and up. When the doors open I feel like I'm on another planet. There is a fireplace in the middle of the room and a bar to the left. On the right was a long couch that curves with the room. My eyes go big looking around this room. And the view. Don't get me started on the view, I can see the whole island. Wow! I say. I hear a pop and it startles me. Eric has popped some champagne. He pours us both a glass and hands me one. Lena. I hear Hope say. Yeah, Hope. Maybe you shouldn't. She says sheepishly. Shouldn't what? I ask. Are you okay, Catalina? Eric asks. My wolf is saying I shouldn't. I say. Ah, okay, that explains why your scent is different. He says and take the champagne from me. My scent is different? What? What's going on? I ask frustrated. Catalina, I think your wolf is trying to tell you, you're pregnant. He says. I'm pregnant. Epilogue. The end. Catalina's POV. I'm pregnant. Oh goddess Andrew. He needs to know. Wait, how come he couldn't smell it? What will he say? Why didn't my wolf tell me sooner? What am I going to do? Lena, calm down. It will be okay. Your scent change is very small, almost unnoticeable. You are probably very early on, don't worry. We can have a doctor look you over and you can call Andrew and inform him with more information. Eric says. Okay, he's right. Hey, have a seat and I will get the doctor up here right away. He takes me over to the couch in front of the fireplace. I will be right back. Eric says and steps out of the room. Hope, why didn't you tell me? I ask. I'm sorry, Lena. We're supposed to let you find out on your own. I just didn't want to let anything happen to you or the baby. I just wish you told me so I could have told Andrew in person. I say. I know, but I only really knew yesterday. So I must only be a few weeks in. I sit there thinking about how this is going to change my life. What if I'm a bad mother? What if there is something wrong with the baby? What if something happens to me in childbirth? What if something happens and I lose the baby? Oh my goddess, I'm spiraling. But then I think about Rachel. She's pregnant, our kids will grow up together. I smile at the thought. Oh, what if I have a boy and she has a girl, and what if they are mates? How sweet that would be. Suddenly Eric comes back with a woman with long black hair pulled back in a low ponytail. Catalina, this is Dr. Fisher. Hello, hi Alpha. She bows. Hello, doctor. Councilman Eric tells me you might be pregnant. She says. Yes. Let's find out. We will take a test and see what it says. She hands me a cup. Oh, the bathroom is just down the hall. Sorry we never finished our tour. Eric says. I stand up and walk towards what I hope is the bathroom. I have never felt more nervous. I think back to when Andrew saved me from my parents. I was nervous on our way to the plane and on the plane ride, but this was different. I find the bathroom and pee in the cup, trying not to make a mess. I wash my hands and the outside of the cup. I made a mess. I bring the cup back to Dr. Fisher. She takes it and puts it on a tray. She places the tray on the bar top and opens the cup. She dips a stick in it for a few seconds and takes it out. She looks at the stick for a moment and we all just wait. I swear I can hear my heart beating. After what feels like a lifetime, she puts the stick down and closes the cup. It looks like you are pregnant. I would like you to come to the office for a checkup. We can determine how far along you are and make a birth plan. She says. I sit down. It's true. I am pregnant. I place my hand on my tummy. It's still flat and I feel nothing, but I know there is something in there. When can she come down? Eric speaks for me. How about tomorrow morning? She asks. Yeah, okay, I'll be there. I managed to get out. Great, oh congratulations. She says. It reminds me of when Doas said congratulations to me. Did he know? I smile at her. Thanks, I'm just in a bit of shock. I say. She bows and leaves the room. How are you doing, Lena? Eric asks. I have to call Andrew. Mind link doesn't work at such a far distance. But how am I going to do training now? I ask. Honestly, now is the best time you have. We can try and rush it, but you have to pass the tests. If you wait, you will have a little one which will make it harder for you to leave. Eric says. He's right. Once he or she is born, I'm never going to want to leave their side. I nod at him. Also, I would call Andrew tomorrow after your appointment. You have the most information for him so he can make his best decision. Wise as always. I smile. I want you to succeed, Lena. We all do. Eric says. I know. I will. I just need to wrap my head around this whole baby thing. I say. I understand. Let's finish the tour and I will leave you. He says. We walk down the hallway past the bathroom to the end of the hallway. He opens the last door and inside is a large king bed and wall-to-wall windows. That's a lot of natural lighting. This is the bedroom. There is a walk-in closet and a vanity. Everything is so clean and neat. I will let you get settled. I'll also have your dinner brought up. Let me know if you need anything. Eric says. I will, and thank you. I smile. Eric nods and heads out the door. I walk around the room looking in empty drawers and out the window over the city in the trees. A knock comes from the front door. I walk out of the bedroom and down the hall. I open the door to a bald man with light blue eyes and he has my luggage. He is wearing a white sort of robe with brown markings. Hi Alpha, he says formally and bows. I have your luggage, he says. I open the door and he brings them in. You can just leave them here. I can put them away, I say. He looks at me strangely. Hi Alpha. I am Omega Fane. I am assigned to you during your stay here, he says in a soft voice. What? Assigned to me? What do you mean? I ask. To serve you, he says. Serve me? Why do I need to be served? I think there has been some sort of mistake. I don't need anyone to serve me. I need to call Eric. Councilman Eric is the one who assigned me, he says. Why would he do that? I'm sorry Omega Fane. I'm not used to that at all, I say. But you are the High Alpha, the only one of its kind. Forgive me for saying, but you should be worshipped. He drops his gaze from mine. Great, I turned down being a god only to become one anyways. No, I am just a wolf. I do not need to be worshipped. He glances back up. I feel like he is a bit older than me, 30 maybe 35. I'm not good at guessing age. Hi Alpha, it is a great honor to serve you. I was assigned as a great gift from the moon goddess. Please, do not dismiss me. It would be shameful for my family, he says. Oh great, now how am I supposed to say no to that? Very well, but if I ask to be left alone, I mean it. And if my mate visits me, I will not need you while he is here. And anything you hear here is to remain here. I don't want to feel like I have a watcher, I say sternly. I do not like this, but what can I do? Fane nods and smiles. Of course High Alpha. I would never betray your trust. He turns with my bags and heads for the bedroom. I follow him. He starts to unpack my bag and I lay down on the bed. Omega Fane, how long have you lived on this island? I ask. Most of my life. My father worked for one of the councilmen. We moved here when I was 6. Do you like it here? Are you treated well? I ask. Oh yes. We are given our own homes and we serve the council. Our family has been given much honor. My stomach grumbles. Hi Alpha, are you hungry? I think so. I will bring up your dinner. Then I will finish unpacking your things. He bows and leaves the room. I will never get used to people doing things for me, but it's kind of nice to have someone to talk to. Fane comes back a few moments later with a tray of food. He walks next to the bed and I sit up. He places the tray over my lap. He bows and goes back to unpacking my bags. I remove the cloche and find grilled potatoes, some seasoned chicken, and a salad. Everything smells so good. I eat my food while Fane finishes unpacking. I must have really been hungry, because I eat everything before Fane is done. I study Fane for a moment. He is tall, probably 6'2". His skin is tan and he is lean, but it is hard to tell with his robe. Do all the Omegas wear robes? I ask. Only the ones that work in the sanctum. There are different color robes as well. He explains. Really? Yes, the colors are different positions. Green markings are omegas that work in the kitchens. Gray markings are for the councilman attendants. Blue is for the cleaners. What is brown? I ask. Brown is for the high alpha. They gave you your own color. He says. Wow, maybe being the high alpha is a much bigger deal than I originally thought. What happened to the councilman your father worked for? I ask. He passed away, high alpha. He says. Great, if I am immortal, I'm going to go through so many councilmen. Fane finishes and takes the tray off my lap. Is there anything else you need from me for tonight, high alpha? He asks looking down. No, but tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. I didn't see a kitchen in here and I can't function without my coffee. I say. No problem, high alpha. He bows and leaves. This official thing is going to get old fast. I hear the front door close and I am alone. I wish I could call Rachel and tell her I'm pregnant, but it wouldn't be right to tell her before I tell Andrew. Andrew would either want to come here and stay here or make me come home. I wouldn't blame him either. I wonder if it's a boy or girl. Hope, can you tell? I ask. No, it's still too early for that. I don't know enough about pregnancies. I pull out my phone and start searching for information. Most doctors schedule an ultrasound at around 18 to 21 weeks, but the X may be determined by ultrasound as early as 14 weeks. Is what the search says. Good to know I'm not that far along. I spent the next hour just looking things up on pregnancies, which was a good idea at first until I stumble on extreme births. I have to put my phone down and I go into the living room. I sit on the couch and try and work the TV, but I grab the wrong remote and turn on the fireplace. Oh, I give up. I sit there and look around this apartment and realize it is impossible for me to be present here. I decide to go to bed. Tomorrow we'll have answers and I will talk to Andrew. I turn off the fireplace and turn off all the lights. I go to the bedroom and close the door. Ugh, I have to sleep alone. I have grown so fond of sleeping next to Andrew. I close the curtains on the windows and change my clothes. I crawl into the empty bed and try to fall asleep. My hand goes to my tummy and I think about what my baby will look like. I close my eyes and drift off to sleep. Hi Alpha. I hear. I peek my eyes open and see Fane looking at me. I groan. What time is it? I roll over and look at him. It is 7 a.m. Hi Alpha. He bows. I roll over and pull the blanket over my head. Yeah, good job Hi Alpha, very dignified. I have coffee made for you. He says. Thank you. Please leave it on my bedside table. I hear him out the cup down and leave the room. Why am I awake so early? Next time I need to give him a time. I come out from under the blankets and grab the cup of coffee. I am surprised by how good the coffee is. My annoyance completely melts away and I am wrapped up in how good this coffee is. Soon the coffee is gone and I need to get out of bed. I get up and go to the bathroom. I brush and hair and my teeth. Today I find out how far along I am. My hand goes to my tummy again. Hey baby. I get to see you today. I say to my stomach. I come out of the bathroom and get dressed. When I come out of my room I find Fane waiting for me in the living room. Then I just remembered, I'm not supposed to have coffee if I'm pregnant. Oh no. I pull out my phone to look up caffeine and pregnancy. Would you like more coffee, High Alpha? He asks. Oh no. I'm sorry, I just remembered I'm not supposed to have caffeine while pregnant. I say. Oh, it is decaf coffee. He says and pours me more coffee. Oh, thank goddess. Councilman Eric will be here soon to escort you to the doctors. Would you like to eat before your appointment? He asks. Honestly, I'm too nervous to eat. I say. He bows in understanding. I go and sit on the couch as I wait for Eric. Who knew decaf could taste this good? Soon there was a knock at the door and Fane answers. I'm still not used to having him around. Eric walks in. Catalina, I see Fane has been taking good care of you. He says with a smile. Yes, he has. I say. But I am going to talk to Eric about him. Good, are you ready to meet with Dr. Fisher? He asks. Yes, please. I get up and we head out the door. We get inside the elevator and we head down. Do I really need an Omega assigned to me? I ask when we are alone. Lena, I know you are not used to all this. However, being the leader of the council will change a lot of things in your life. Part of the training will explain this to you. But if it helps, Fane is not just to serve you, he is to protect you too as well. He says. I don't need protection. I say. Not physically. There are certain ways of doing things in here. And besides, now that you are pregnant, I'm sure Andrew will appreciate the extra set of eyes on you. But I must warn you, do not share this information with everyone. Not everyone is your friend here. Eric says as we reach our floor. We walk down a hallway to a glass door. We walk in and a young woman bows and greets us. Hi Alpha, Councilman. The doctor will see you right this way. The young woman walks us down a hall into a room. How does everyone already know who I am? Did you pass out a flyer with my face and name on it? I whisper to him. He chuckles. No, but news travels fast in the sanctum. He whispers back. We walk into the room, there is a table and a machine next to it. Go ahead and get undressed from the waist down and have a seat. There are covers right here. She says. I will be out in the waiting room. Eric says. They both leave. I feel my heart beating in my throat. Why am I so nervous? I take my pants and underwear off and grab a cover. I get on the bed and sit with my legs over the edge. I look around the room as I wait and all I can think about is, what if there is something wrong with my baby? A knock at the door and Dr. Fisher comes in. Hello, Hi Alpha. She bows. I've only been here a day and I hate the bowing. She turns the light off in the room and starts the machine next to me. Go ahead and lay back for me and scoot all the way to the edge of the bed. She says. I lay back and move down the table. She pulls the stirrups out and puts my feet into each one. Have you ever been pregnant before? No. Have you been to the gynecologist before? She asks. Yes. Have you had an ultrasound before? She asks. No. Okay, I am going to perform a pelvic ultrasound. Because you aren't far along, I'm going to do it transvaginal. She holds up a wand. Okay, I say. She moves the cover back, exposing my open legs. She puts gel on the wand and moves between my legs. Now you should just feel a slight pressure. Let me know if you feel any pain anywhere. Now I'm about to insert it. I feel the wand enter but nothing much else. She places her hand on my lower abdomen. She turns it and then I feel the pressure. She turns the screen of the computer to me. She then points to the screen. Right there. You see. I look at the screen. Honestly, it just looks like a black hole with a little dot in it. Then she moves the wand and the dot gets a little bigger. She types something on the computer and then moves the wand again. I'm just taking a few pictures of the fetus. Can you see if there is anything wrong with it? I ask. It's too early to tell, but it appears everything is looking good so far. She says. She pulls the wand out and pulls up the pictures she took. I am just going to measure everything. She clicks around on the screen. Well, hi Alpha, everything looks good. I would say you are about 3 weeks pregnant. It's very early on. Most people don't notice this early on. She says. Now I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but what I need you to do is relax and breathe. She says. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I say. It's your first pregnancy. She walks over to the wall and grabs a few pamphlets. Here. Look over these. Talk with your mate and see what kind of birth you want. If you have any questions you can see me at any time, she say. Now I will leave so you can get cleaned up and dressed. Come out when you are ready. She leaves the room. I need to talk to Andrew. I clean up and get dressed and make my way to the waiting room. All I want to do now is go to my apartment and call Andrew. How did it go? Eric asks. Good, I want to call Andrew. I say. We make our way to the elevator. We ride up the elevator in silence. All I can think about is how Andrew will take this. We walk into the apartment and I get out my phone as I head to the bedroom. Hey Lena. How is going? What is it like? He asks, so excited to hear my voice. Andrew, I'm pregnant. I blurt out. Pregnant?